Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. We are going to be doing a sort of reaction to Obi-Wan. A couple of us have already seen the trailer, but a couple of us haven't. And then we're going to discuss things regarding this trailer and where this show will hopefully take us. I am wearing my Club Obi-Wan shirt in honor of this particular trailer. And beneath me, I'll introduce you to my fellow cohorts. First of all, we have Cousin Cheeto. How you doing?
Pew pew! I am
Wonderful,
excited to
wonderful.
see this trailer for the first time. I've not seen it at all yet. I loved Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan in the prequels. Probably one of the almost the only good things to come out of the prequel, besides Hayden Christensen's acting and
And Ian McDermott was one of the best things to come out of it as well.
well,
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah,
kidding, but I mean, one of my favorite things of the prequels was Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan by far. You could just, as I said, you could just give me the whole prequels just focused on Obi-Wan, and I'd be fine. So
yeah. You can always rely on the British actors to bail out American bullshit. Ginger Greek, how you doing, mate?
I don't have a Star Wars t-shirt on, but I've got Jabba the Hutt right up there. There he is.
Yes,
And Ned
very
Flanders
good.
as well, always stalking me.
Finally, and resident Northerner, old Gary, how you doing?
I'm alright, guys. Currently in Scotland, so if
Wonderful.
my bike's a bit shit, I do apologise.
Yeah. So yes, please forgive us regarding old Gary. As he said, if you didn't catch it, he's up in Scotland and he's using his phone, hence why he's not on camera as well. He's making sure he saves as much latency as possible. All right, let's get this trailer going. We'll watch it and then we'll talk about it. Okay, let's go. You guys can hear it?
yep.
Very good.
The fight is done. We lost. Stay hidden. The key to hunting Jedi is patience.
Fucking stay at me.
Jedi cannot help what they are. Their compassion leaves a trail. The Jedi Code is like an itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
Okay, I would like to apologize for choosing Entertainment Tonight trailer. It was my bad. God damn it. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. So that was the trailer. It was definitely a teaser trailer, but it showed a decent bits and bobs here without really giving away too much of what was going to be happening during this period of time. But I like the look of Ewan McGregor. I liked seeing the Inquisitors there. One of them looked like Jeffrey Combs, and I like different settings. Obviously, we're not going to be on Tatooine. Something I believe you were looking forward to seeing Ginger Greek. Him jumping from different planets, and he kind of looks like he'll be doing maybe some sort of rebel sort of work, I guess, so to speak, infiltration stuff like that. And I do believe we'll probably see the beginning, or not the beginning, but hopefully the end of the Inquisitors, because by the time New Hope starts, there's only two sort of Sith people, and that's Palpatine and Vader. So I'm expecting the Inquisitors to be taken out during the course of this show, or possibly taken out. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, Cheeto, as you've seen this trailer for the first time, are you moist?
Nah. Um, I mean, it looks fine. I like Ewan McGregor. My first thought when I saw the Inquisitors, I'm like, they're dead. Like they're dead. Goodbye. You know, see, this is why I kind of didn't want them to do this series because I wanted it to be all on Tatooine or not at all. Just because they're pulling an arrow where it's like, oh, I've been stuck on an island for 5 years, but I also went to China and Russia and and all these other places. So it's fine. Like I'm not gonna sit here and bitch and moan about that too much. And I like Ewan McGregor. I feel like they're kind of inserting a lot of fluff into this time period where I mean I really don't feel like they're needed to be because they never really indicated that there were any Inquisitors after Vader and Palpatine. So now that there's Inquisitors, it's like okay, well, how many Inquisitors were there? There were 2. Blah 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 blah. So I. Yeah, I'm happy to see Ewan McGregor back. That's about it.
Ginge?
Yeah, I mean, I like the look of it. Again, I'm more excited for the person who's directing it as opposed to the series as a whole. The series I could take or leave, but I'm interested to see what Deborah Chow does with it. Yeah, so it's nice to see the Inquisitor's Tower from the game Fallen Order that was in there towards I think the end of the game. So it'll be interesting to see if Cal Kestis shows up in this at all. Given it was modelled on the actor as well, it could be a possibility. Interested to see if Qui-Gon shows up in this. If Ahsoka Tano shows up in this. So there's a broad open thing. The only thing I don't want, and we saw it in the trailer, is focus being pulled away from Obi-Wan for the diversity quota characters. It's like I don't want that. Like this is about Obi-Wan and Luke and Owen and all of them. Obviously I love the Inquisitors being in it, but I don't want the main focus being them, given that we know that their fate is they're just there to get sliced down. So we don't need too much of a build-up with them. We need it kept simple with them, that they go out, they hunt the Jedi. We get a bunch of Jedi getting slain. We get Darth Vader hacking Jedis as well and all this kind of stuff. And keep it as that. Don't give me that one of the Inquisitors becomes good and then they do a series on her and all this kind of crap. Just keep it Obi-Wan, the 6 episodes, and that's it. Don't ask for much. Just don't do a Boba Fett on us. That's it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't either want the an Inquisitor to have a change of heart and become a good guy, but I would still like to know about our villains in some capacity.
Well, it would be interesting. 3 sisters.
Yeah.
Well, we only saw 2 of them, and the guy with the flat head, he was in Rebels. I don't know much about him. I barely watched Rebels.
Yeah, likewise.
I know like the 3 sisters, and that because they appeared in the Fallen Order game as well, and so I'm interested to see what they do with those characters, especially the kind of politics. Like that aspect is fine, but as long as their end game is they die.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that as well. So, I mean, we do see Uncle Owen played by Joel Edgerton, so he's back as well, which is good to see. I'm not sure if the lady who plays his wife is
She's back. Yeah, they're both back as well. Yeah.
Okay, that's excellent as well. I did notice that Luke Skywalker didn't seem to have blonde hair, which was kind of threw me off a little bit.
I mean, he had blonde hair in the original movie.
He had blonde hair in the original.
Yeah, but he did have blonde hair in that kid who was like
chestnut. It was chestnut there.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll probably get blonder as he gets older.
Fair enough. I would like to see some interaction. I mean, this is what I want between Obi-Wan and Luke because they do know each other. when we first see them interact with each other in A New Hope. So I want to see that relationship to some degree. Obviously, I do also want to see some sort of dispute between Owen and Obi-Wan as well, because obviously there's something along those lines. I believe.
I reckon that's what that leads to, with the Inquisitors coming to Tatooine and getting very close to Luke. It's probably like Owen and Ben probably have a fallout after that, and said, "Look, you need to get out of here because they're getting a bit too close." And then maybe he goes off on other planets to kind of throw off the scent. That's one possibility. But I agree with you. I want to see, like, them two falling out and Owen having that distrust of Jedis and not wanting Luke to be like them.
Now, if you saw watching this trailer for maybe the third time, I noticed something only on my third time, and that was the Darth Vader breathing at the end of the trailer. So I think that's an indication of, and there has been rumors regarding him being in this, but
they
what about
confirmed
Palpatine?
No, he's in. It's confirmed. It's confirmed.
Yeah.
They've
So what about
even got
Palpatine?
pictures of them fighting.
Palpatine, you think he's going to be in this?
He'll probably be in it. Yeah.
A small role, hopefully, as well. And I'm looking for other people
Palpatine returned.
I would love to see Jimmy Smits come back as Bail Organa.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him and Leia and things like that.
I want to see Leia in this as well. I would love to see him jump. Yeah,
on Luke and Obi-Wan.
I would like to see more of Alderaan, because we've seen nothing of Alderaan. We're only from maybe the Old Republic trailers and what we saw at the end of Revenge of the Sith. So it'd be nice to see a bit more of Alderaan as well. And if we do get Obi-Wan visiting Leia, but I would like him to see Leia as well, because Leia does know him. Remember that. I believe Leia knows him. I know for a fact that Bail Organa
of General Kenobi.
Knows of General Kenobi, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to see that bridge somehow as well, with maybe Bail Organa talking to a young Leia regarding this and all of that. Those sort of things are important in the comics. By the way, Black Krrsantan had a fight with Obi-Wan. I'm not sure if they're going to bring that up in.
Yeah, I think that's how he gets the scars on his face.
Yeah, so
he had the scars in Book of Boba Fett. So
yeah, he did.
Well, yeah, but Book of Boba takes place well after.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
He would have already gotten the scars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we might even see Black Krrsantan in this.
It's all connected.
I'm not sure if we're going to see any other Jedi in this. Will we see Yoda in this?
Oh God!
I don't know if we'll see Yoda, but I'm sure we're definitely going to see other Jedi in this.
And I want to see
100%.
him learning the Force Ghost techniques as well, which because he was like given training by Yoda at the end of Revenge of the Sith. So hopefully we will see Qui-Gon in some sort of ghost capacity as well. I mean, wow, this film, I could call it a film, this series really does, for a lot of fans, feel like it needs to answer a few or like tick off a few boxes. Not answer a few questions, but tick off a few boxes, so to speak. It might not do so. Even if it doesn't, we shouldn't be disappointed if it doesn't. Because,
if I get Obi-Wan just hacking the shit out of people with a lightsaber, I'll be happy.
Yeah, but even then he can't. It's funny in the way, like, he's in hiding, and it's only when we watch A New Hope where he thinks, fuck hiding now, we're done hiding, and he puts Luke under his wing. Does he get the lightsaber out properly? Obviously he'll get it out here, but we did see, I believe, a scene where he's on some rooftops and he's using a blaster.
Yeah.
So he's probably trying to keep it on a lowdown.
He doesn't want to just go around waving a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The space laser.
Now, I believe this show, being May 25th, 2 days after my birthday, I may add, will probably come out as soon as Moon Knight is ended. Would you guys agree?
Probably.
This will be following Moon Knight, with Moon Knight's coming out at the end of this month.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think Moon Knight is 8 episodes long, and that premieres on the 30th of March.
I thought it was 6, but
is it 6? Oh, I don't know. Oh, you could be right. Check.
And Disney
what
Plus
I'm
don't really
working on right
overlap
now.
their shows. So, but this is the year of Star Wars. As I said before, like we've already had Book of Boba Fett. We're going to be getting this show now, Obi-Wan, which is probably one of the most anticipated things in years when it comes to Star Wars. With Mandalorian was
We still got Andor coming as well. The end of the year.
Andor as well.
So,
And
yeah, 6
initially
episodes for Moon Knight.
Say again.
regarding 6 episodes regarding
6
Moon Knight.
episodes.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I wasn't initially looking forward to Andor, but now I am. I've had a change of heart regarding Andor, and I'm looking forward to seeing. Yeah, it's more connecting the dots here. We already know the fate of Obi-Wan. We already know the fate of Andor. What's the big deal? So fair enough. I'm looking forward to seeing some more dots connected, and obviously by the end of this year, we'll be getting hopefully Mandalorian season 3. So lots of Star Wars, and who knows what we'll get in between. Who knows what we'll get in between? Maybe we'll get another show similar to Visions or something. Or maybe Bad Batch season 2. I've seen the first season of Bad Batch. It's pretty good. It kind of also like fills in the gaps between the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy, which is nice. So we'll see all of that. But yeah, Star Wars, baby. We've had a lot of Marvel content last year. I'm really looking forward to some Star Wars content this year. I'm gagging for it, to tell you the truth. I love Star Wars, even though it hasn't been that great with the sequel trilogy. We've had some sort of restoration with the Mandalorian, and to a little bit of a degree, Book of Boba Fett, not too much, but
No.
Oh, but anyway, regardless of that, are you guys looking forward to this show? And are you happy to get some more Star Wars? Are you hoping for a Star Wars revival?
I'm looking forward to the show for sure. Again, for what the director does, more than anything. I am looking forward to Andor because I just want to see that side of when the Empire kind of rose to power and the kind of rebellion side of it. That stuff I am actually interested in, which is why I loved Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
All the other projects they got going, I don't really give a shit about. But yeah, look, my faith in the Star Wars universe is very, very, very like on a thin line because they haven't blown me away with much of anything. Mandalorian is mediocre. Obi-Wan is meh. So I'm just hoping Obi-Wan, Boba Fett is meh. So I'm hoping Obi-Wan just blows us away.
I'll tell you this, James. I think Disney are going to repeat their mistakes with the High Republic bollocks they've got planned in the next year or two.
Yeah,
I really feel they're repeating the same shit again with a period nobody gives a fuck about. We've already seen those Old Republic trailers, which gets people are pumped just to see the trailers. They don't give a fuck about the game. They just love seeing those Old Republic trailers, and Disney haven't caught wind on that they should make those sort of CGI sort of.
No, they don't want to do it because it's not their property. It's not, even though they own the rights, they don't want to make something of that magnitude because they're not tied to it. Disney are notorious for just wanting to make their own creation, so they own all the rights. Whereas if they do Knights of the Old Republic, they might need to give certain image rights to, I think, EA or BioWare or whatever. Don't quote me on that. I might be completely wrong, and it could be that Disney own all the image rights to every character. So,
yeah.
I
mean, Mandalorian aside, though, like it seems that people would rather go with something a little bit familiar and then to expand on than something which isn't, which they hope that will be popular, like their sequel trilogy with all these bullshit characters they brought out. But yeah, nevertheless, I mean, I'm hoping High Republic's good, but my gut feeling tells me it's going to be bollocks. It's going to be absolutely bollocks. And
the comics were shit.
Well, it's about this sort of force sensitive monster that eats people who are force sensitive. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, seriously? Yeah, I know you can't do Sith. I know you can't do Sith because it will contradict some of the stuff that's come before. But nevertheless, this is just stupid. Why don't you do like a Mandalorian Jedi War or something along those lines in the High Republic era? Because the Mandalorians were, after the Sith, were the Jedi's second biggest enemy. You know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly. They've got the blueprints there to work with something like that, or just go to the Old Republic time or a pre that time, and you can rewrite your book how you want it without the fucking Sith being there.
Yeah, yeah.
But with 500 years in the past, they can say, "Oh, look, we've got Yoda."
5,000
here,
years, mate. Or 500
No,
years, sorry.
no,
High
500 years
Republic.
for the
Yeah,
High
yeah.
Republic, because then they're like,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
Yoda's in there as well. They've got Yoda there.
Oh, we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
love Yoda.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta have. It's like, no, just go right back. Oh, just go way forward. Go 1,000 years forward.
I was about to say, why not just move forward? I'm kind of ready for that.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd rather move
past
forward,
the
leave
sequel
everything
trilogy,
behind.
Go like 100 years in the future and start there. Like,
That's
Well,
it. There's
I've
no
heard-
Skywalkers. There's no nothing. So
yeah, that would be so nice. There was no
The rumor mill has also said that they are thinking of doing like a Jedi Order, which is set after Episode 9, where they do attachments and stuff, which is basically like the Legends books, where once Luke took over, he was all about people like Jedi's getting married and having children and shit like that. Something they didn't really follow on with, unfortunately, with this particular saga within Disney, which is kind of stupid because Luke saw there was nothing wrong in the attachment because it was attachment that brought his father back to the light side of the Force. So
yeah, I
so-
mean, what?
yeah.
They fucked that new trilogy up. I'd rather they just redid it via TV series, but the wishful thinking on our part. But if they went episode 10 and beyond, they could try and redeem themselves somehow, but I very much doubt it. Not with fucking Kennedy attached.
right?
Yeah, exactly. And like in a way, they haven't really given themselves like alternative bad guys because apart from the Mandalorian, because it's always Sith and Jedi and stuff like that. And and as Bob has said in the past, like this is the Star Wars universe. You don't even have to do shit about Sith and Jedi. You can do a variety of different things.
Everything
But,
and anything.
yeah.
I was gonna say some of the best games I've ever played in Star Wars has always been non-Jedi, like TIE Fighter, X-Wing, Shadows of the Empire. I mean, you can just go on and on about so much media that comes from Star Wars that's not that. Like, and I understand this is Obi-Wan, so it's got to be about Jedi and Sith. I get that. I'm going into that knowing, so I'm not going to sit here and bitch and moan every time we review it about there's Jedi in this show. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. There's going to be Jedi in this show. I understand that, but at the same time, it's just like when they start inserting it into everything. But there's so many other facets you can do with Star Wars. It's a shame that they don't take advantage of that. It's a crying shame.
Yeah, but they don't have any fucking ideas. That's why they're kind of stuck in a bit of Stockholm syndrome when it comes to the writers and stuff.
They don't realize that. They still don't realize that Star Wars is just it prints money.
Yeah.
So run with it. Just make it about two donkeys fucking fighting the galaxy, and people will watch it. It's
put Star Wars on it, and it will sell. Like it may not sell as big as like the Skywalker saga movies, but you have to earn that that respect from from these other medias. Because I mean, they did Rogue One that had no Skywalkers in it besides Vader at the end. Spoiler alert! But like you didn't even know he was going to be there technically. But like they did Rogue One, and it made a lot of money. Not as much as like the sequel trilogy movies did, but it made a lot of money compared.
It made 1.4 billion, which is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so
great.
Well, the anthology movies were better than the sequel trilogy. Actually, both Solo and Rogue One were much better.
Solo gets a bad rap, but I thought it was all right.
Yeah, they're much better.
The hardcore fans wanted to watch watch Harrison Ford in his 80s run around going, "Get off my lawn!"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All
Considering the shit that movie went through, Ron Howard, he did all right with it.
Yeah, he had to repair it.
I agree
for sure.
And Rogue One is just my favorite Star Wars film. Period,
baby. That's right.
Period.
One of the few things me and Ginger agree upon.
And the general consensus among the majority of the fan base, nobody talks shit about Rogue One. So it's like about Star Wars fans are toxic. They're never easily pleased, and we're like, they love Bad Batch, they love Rogue One, they love Rebels, they love Clone Wars. It's not hard to please Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
But when you do shit that makes no fucking sense and is a carbon copy of the original trilogy, you're going to get people angry. And when you're just focusing on quotas and making one-dimensional characters, people don't want that shit. People want, the Star Wars, but Not this shit, not this plastic fucking soulless garbage that they produced.
Yeah, it upsets me that for somebody who doesn't like the sequel trilogy, that I'm in the same boat as the fandom menace. But don't get me wrong, I don't dislike the sequel trilogy for the way they dislike it. I have my own issues with it. Some
It's
of them
just
are
bad
similar to
films.
this.
It's the same as
Yeah.
the prequels. Like, I hate the prequels. You know, I don't
Well, I
like
think
the prequels.
Yeah, the prequels are somehow, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just age. I wasn't a fan of them either, but somehow they've I don't want to say improved with age, but well, I can't think of the word right now,
They
but
age
people appreciate
gracefully?
them. Well, the people have appreciated them now a bit for some reason. I think because they're so different to the original trilogy, and so they don't, unlike the sequel trilogy, which is basically a carbon copy of the original trilogy. I think that's what's the one good thing going with the prequels, in my opinion. So, but yeah, all right. I think we're done here, boys. Anything more to add?
No, that's it.
No.
Okay. Well, I just would like to tell everyone to give us your opinions on this particular trailer and give us your opinions on our opinions if you disagree or agree with us, or if you have something to add. And also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube, the greatest YouTube channel you never heard of. We'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye bye. May the force be with